Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you once again for joining. Last couple of films have been talking about the types of guitar that are available around the jazz and the precision, the J and the P basses, and what in your search what you might come across. And now that my new one has arrived, which you may have seen me unboxing the other day, for the first and probably only time in my life, I actually have two guitars available. So I thought, well, while they're both here, before the precision leaves me, just do a quick riff on both, and then you can have a see what you think of both of them, and hopefully the difference in sound comes through in the quality of the foam, which isn't great. Just before I do that, just to mention a third common type of pickup that you may come across in your search, which I didn't talk about the other day. They're what's called humbuckers, and they're a type of precision pickup, but they aren't split like they are on my split coil here on the Squier. They look like a jazz in that they're one straight line, all four straight across, but they're way more powerful than either of the pickups on these. Quite often there's I believe there's two of them. They pair them up, maybe even stack them on top of each other. If you want an example of what a humbucker looks like, then they were actually on the guitar I almost bought before I got the vintage, which was called a Sub Ray 4 by Sterling, and that was a humbucker setup. So if you want to research that, and so you know what humbuckers look like, that's the place to go for that one. Meanwhile, I've got these two, a standard precision and a jazz bass to go at, so I'm just going to play a couple of notes and riffs in both, and hopefully the difference in tone will come through on the film. This is the Squier, the precision bass. It's all plugged in and ready to go. On a standard precision, there are only two controls, the volume control and tone. So if I played a note, turn it down half, hopefully you can hear the volume increasing and decreasing, and that of course is separate to any volume control that's on your amp. And then the tonal control, the one to the right there, that puts a kind of cleaner, brighter sound to it than the darker, fuzzier tone of the other. That's the there is a definite difference in tone there. So here's a little riff on the P. Put it back to and as far as the P bass goes, that really is about it in terms of variation. Maybe that's why it's called a precision, I don't really know, to be honest. But that is about it. The dark tone and the kind of brighter one. Now I'm going to switch over, get rid of that for a second, and going on to the new one, which I'm still hugely happy with, and it looks even better now I've remembered to take all the protective covering off that was on it before. Now the difference here is, you can probably see on this one we've got three controls, and also we've got two separate pickups. There is what's called a bridge pickup, the one that's closest to the saddle and the bridge of the guitar where the strings end up, and then there is the neck pickup closer to the neck end, and they in themselves, each one of those produces a completely different tone of note, and you can switch between the two pickups by means of the smaller knob there. That one's playing the bridge pickup, that one's playing the neck, and then you can also muck about with the volume of each individual pickup by means of these. That one obviously controls that one controls that one. So if I turned the, we're just playing off the front one. Still learning, to be honest, what this one does. I've never had a jazz before, so I'm kind of getting used to where I really want all the controls and my own favourite settings, really. So I guess it's a very individual thing, and you just muck around depending on what your song's going to be. Here's the little riff. Try it now with the volume at the other end, the tonal control the other way around. That was completely different, really much brighter sound. I guess my personal preference, because maybe because I'm more used to what came out of the P, I think my preference was for the first one, but obviously there is a place for both, depending on what the song's doing. Turn the front one off. So I'm going to have a right good time mucking around with all these and finding out what they can all do. The Squier will now be going back to its rightful owner, and I will be left with this one, and I'm going to have a wonderful time with it, I'm sure. From now on, in the films, I've really exhausted my knowledge of the technicalities of guitars and the type that's out there now, so there's not really anything more I can add to it. I want now to really get into actual playing and hopefully helping you to understand where the notes are on the guitar, how it's tuned, which is what I'll start doing. Hopefully, probably leave it alone over the weekend, and I'm going to try and aim for Mondays as being a definite upload day. And when I do that, we'll come back and look at the notes on the guitar and what's there, and take it from there. So I hope you can join for that one at some point. Until such time, do take care, everybody. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.